Hello guys and welcome back to another karting video. We're at Hull Karting again today and it is the Wednesday open night race. So we've qualified in 5th behind some very quick drivers, some regular drivers here as we are about to get underway. And there is the green flag and we're just trying to keep our position down the inside here straight away. We don't want to be losing any places on this first lap. Everybody taking a defensive line coming down to 10 for the very sharp hairpin here. And now we're into formation by looks of it. And now I just need to keep up with this leading pack here. And yeah, a lot easier said than done when Jack and Tyler are out front. And you will see during the race that, again, like always, they disappear into the distance. But our race is with the guy in orange for now. We've got a similar pace. And also getting a little bit of pressure from behind already. You can see me checking. They are right on my tail, so need to try and play this smart, be a little defensive, but also not lose too much time to the guy in orange, who is ahead in 4th place. As we're now about to come up to the start-finish line to complete the first lap, and yeah, not too bad a start really. We've maintained our position, we're nicely in formation now, and settled down into the race. As we come down to the heavy braking zone, you can just see how much time we've taken out of orange there in that braking zone. We are very good on the brakes in that corner and around this section here, so we've definitely taken some time out of him. And now just concentrating and really trying hard to keep with him for the rest of this lap and then try and shape up a move for that braking zone, again knowing that we are a bit stronger there. And usually I do that middle hairpin pretty bad compared to everybody else, but not too bad this time actually. And you can see round here we're edging closer and closer to him, and we got a good exit out of here coming down onto the start finish straight. And now we're going to see if we can close up the gap even more when we get through turn 1. And as we come into turn 1, he gets all out of shape and his back end is sliding around that corner and allowing us to gain a huge amount of time there. Just a lot smoother around there as he makes a mistake, and we're right on the back of him now, especially coming into that heavy braking zone where we are pretty good on the brakes. But again, on this section here, can we keep up? Yes, we can. We've got a nice exit again. He checks over his shoulder. He goes semi-defensive back to the racing line. We take that corner pretty nicely. And now we just need to wait and see if an opportunity arises to make an attack on Mr. Orange in front of us when we come onto it. As he gets another bit of oversteer around here, it allows us to close up even more. So you can see we're so much closer now than we was on the previous lap. And seeing if we can gain some more time on turn 1 again. Yes, he gets a little bit more oversteer again. We're a lot smoother than he is round there. We're gaining so much time into this heavy braking zone, and again we're back on the bumper of him. Nothing that we can really do there in terms of overtaking at this point, as the back marker on the left there moves out of our way, so thank you to him. Down this middle section now, coming to the hairpin, we have got a back marker in the way that is going to mess up my line a bit and his line as well there, and we're back onto him. He does check over his shoulder a few times, and again he knows we're coming, and we're carrying a lot of speed now as we come into this corner, and we actually give him a tap there, lose a bit of momentum, but he goes defensive and we go onto the racing line, which allows us to carry a lot more speed into this final section. Can we get by? A bit of contact is made. We could not quite get by there, but now the red flag is being waved, and for some reason he is carrying on.
That's alright. Where's 4th place gone? Meant to be a red flag, 4th place is over there.
So as you can hear there from the camera audio, we're not too happy about this guy in orange jumping the red flag and gaining about 4 seconds on us. But we'll skip ahead. We will sat there for about 3 minutes, so we are now about to get going again. And yeah, a bit frustrating that we couldn't have continued battle and fight for 4th place with Mr. Orange, but we're just going to have some fun now and have a battle with the guys in the green helmets that were behind me, or are behind me, in 6th and 7th. But yeah, if you're looking to come and join these Wednesday open night races, they're held every other Wednesday. The competition is really high, especially with the race leaders, Jack, Tyler and a couple of others. Top 4 or 5 guys are really quite fast, and it's good to get out on track with them, see what you can learn and improve around this circuit particularly. As we come around now, get into the last part of this lap, as the guy in the green helmet there tries to make a move, and we get the switcheroo done and maintain the position down to the start finish line. And I actually didn't realise that he was that close, definitely conscious now, and you can see me double checking there. He was kind of sticking his nose down and seeing if he can make a move down into turn 1, which is extremely difficult. So we go semi-defensive, coming down into that sharp hairpin, just making sure that nobody is going to overtake me around this area, especially coming up to the hairpin in the middle of the track here. So we get a good exit out of there. Just double checking again, we seem to have got a bit of a gap to him, pull back to the racing line to minimise as much time loss as we can. We don't want to be defensive driving all of the time. As you can see, actually, when we come around here on the right hand side of the track there is Mr. Orange. So we're not too far away actually, considering there's another 14-15 laps to go. So still need to kind of get my head down and play this smart. I need to defend behind me so I don't lose the position, but then also need to put in some quick laps to try and catch back up to the guy in orange. But we usually take this first sector pretty well. We're going slightly defensive there just to make sure nobody dives down the inside and do this quite nicely. But we have got a back marker now, and hopefully this guy doesn't cause us any issues. We are catching up to him right on the turn, but he does spin and we do get through without any time loss at all. But unfortunately the other drivers behind me also get through as well, so they're still right on my tail. And you can see here the car definitely had some issues with understeer, even in qualifying, and didn't really go away in the race when the tyres were warm. So I had to try and battle that as the guy in the green helmet again tries to go down the inside. We do get the switcheroo done, but he is there side by side. We do manage to maintain the inside line, just checking over my shoulders, giving him the racing room if he was still there. So he's not gone away anytime soon, and he is right on my tail, and there is also another driver that is behind him also. So it's a battle for 5th here amongst 3 of us. And going into that sharp braking zone, we just get a little tap there, as you can see. So I'm doing everything now to try and get my head down and put in some fast laps while maintaining this position. You can see me checking over. This is really heating up now. We take this corner very nicely, and you can see ahead we're coming up to another back marker, and we're going to have to see if this guy causes any issues. Super slow, try and go down the inside, but it just does not work. He closes the door. As the guy in the green helmet goes for the inside move again, 3rd time lucky. Can we get enough momentum? We're side by side going into the corner near the pits. He hangs it round the outside, and he gets through, and what an incredible move by that guy in the green helmet. Fair play to him. That was actually amazing move to hang it round the outside of there. And yeah, coming down now into the yellow flag. I did spot this a little bit late, saw the car turned into the barrier there, so I just wave the guy in the green helmet through. Don't want to gain an unfair advantage from the yellow flag being in this sector, so we wave him through, and now the battle starts again. So we're coming down now to the middle hairpin, and I also got to be conscious now that Eddie is behind me in 7th place. So again, in that tricky position where we don't want to lose too much time to the car in front, but also need to defend my 6th position as well. So as we're coming down here, the guy in the green helmet actually goes very wide, allows us to close up just a little bit. And because he's taken that wide line, we do gain a bit of momentum all the way down this start-finish straight. And we take turns 1 and 2 quite well compared to him in front, and coming down into this heavy braking area again, and we close up a hell of a lot of time here. So we're right back on the bumper of him again under the braking zone, and we do have another back marker in front of us. So let's see if this is an opportunity now for us to gain back 5th place. He's kind of in the middle of the track, the back marker. Are we going to go left? Are we going to go right? Oh, we have to compromise and lift off a little bit so we don't crash into the guy in green. But the guy in green tries to go down the inside. It doesn't quite work against the back marker. He's side by side now, but on the outside, will that allow us? And yeah, we bump in there. A little bit of momentum lost. We're 3 wide going into the pit turn. And just a bit frustrating. And now look how slow this back marker is as well. I'm literally pushing him down this start-finish straight. And and he goes on the inside line again. He's actually blocking us, and I had to slam on a massive bit of oversteer, and now Eddie goes by, and yeah, definitely frustrated at this time in the race. As we come up to another back marker, a bit of contact is made, another bit of contact is made, and Eddie goes by and gets around, and he is cleanly through now. So yeah, definitely frustrating that I've lost that place, and look how much time we've lost to 5th place now as well. He's just coming around the other side of the hairpin, so yeah, definitely frustrating that the back markers get in the way, but yeah, unfortunately this is corporate karting and there's no blue flags here, so it is something that we just have to deal with in these races and get better at negotiating, I think. But now we have a great battle with Eddie on our hands in front of us, and we don't have anybody behind us now either, so this can be full concentration on getting this place back from Eddie as we take this first turn very nicely and coming down into the heavy braking zone again. Just feel really comfortable there. You can see again how much time we make up on a lot of the drivers really going into there, so definitely comfortable in that sector, and it's something that I was maybe shaping up for a move later on if we were this close going into there again, as he does go super defensive. He knows we're here. We do get a nice wide line out of there and gain a bit of momentum. The human DRS is deployed, trying to do everything we can to stick to his bumper. And you can see ahead now we do have another back marker in the way, but I think we're catching up to him just at the right time, not to slow either of us down. And you can see we're pretty close now to Eddie, and as I mentioned before, we're comfortable in that braking zone and shaping up a move. So can it be done on this lap? We're carrying a lot of speed now, and he pulls over to goes to the racing line. We're late on the brakes and stick it down the inside, immediately close the door, and an absolutely textbook move. And even Eddie came up to me after the race has ended and just congratulated me on that move. He didn't expect that at all. And this was just a really good battle throughout the race now, between myself and Eddie, as we are approaching some more back markers again, one in the yellow helmet in front of us, and hopefully not catching up to him at the wrong time and losing some more speed. But I think as we come around here, he is going to be in our way at turn 1. But as we do come around this pit corner, there is a yellow flag being waved and a guy in the barrier, so some optimistic moves going on there. But we do try and get on the inside of this guy. It doesn't quite work, and for the second time had to anchor on the brakes, and Eddie is now right behind me, so we go semi-defensive into here, just trail brake that in, carry more speed and try and get around him. And you see Eddie there on the right hand side, and to be fair to Eddie, that was extremely generous of him and some great racing etiquette and sportsmanship shown by him there. He's not wanting to overtake me because of issues with back markers. He wanted to do it legitimately on the track through a good move. So thank you to him, and yeah, really shaped up to be a good battle. And yeah, on these Wednesday nights, it's just a good community of drivers and some very good drivers and very fair drivers as well. So it just makes for a really good, fun night. As we now try and get by this back marker in the yellow helmet as we're coming down to turn 1. We are carrying a lot more speed now. We do give him a little tap. We couldn't really go anywhere. He does go wide now, and we try and go around him. We're going around the outside of him down into that heavy braking zone. A bit of oversteer, but we do take the inside line, and another great move there. Yes, it is on a back marker, but still around the outside there at pace is yeah, I was still pretty happy with that. I think Eddie got through as well, so I was still under pressure for the rest of the race, but I do manage to maintain this position in 6th out of the 18 drivers. So we'll skip forward now to the checkered flag, and yeah, we maintain the 6th position. Unfortunately couldn't catch up to the guy in the green helmet, but you can see that he's wasn't too far ahead actually at the end of the race, as Eddie pulls alongside me here, and yeah, just congratulates me on a good race, and good race to him as well. The last remaining 5 laps there with the battle was yeah, really fun, really enjoyable, and some great sportsmanship from Eddie, as I mentioned before. So thank you to him for a good race, and congratulations to the guys on the podium. And if you've made it this far in the video, thank you to you as well for watching. If you wouldn't mind dropping a comment, tell me what you think of the race, drop a like on the video, and subscribe for more. We are making weekly uploads now, karting videos, and soon to be Forza 5 videos as well. So definitely stay tuned for that content, and I'll see you in the next one.